Digital marketing plan for small business owners in Zimbabwe is what we're going to be discussing today. So if you are a small business owner that is based in Zimbabwe and you're looking for a plan that you can use for your business right now in order to capitalize on the ecosystem of the community of people that are hanging out online so that you can generate more business and more sales from that community strategically, then this video is something that you are going to learn priceless information. I'm sure you have done one of these. You actually can agree with me that you have gone on internet and find ways on how you can actually promote your business, small business online in Zimbabwe. And you may come across situations whereby people tell you that if you need to promote your business, someone says Twitter and someone says blog and website goes on and on and on and on. You may wonder, how best can I get my business online? And you are there, you get online and you really get stuck. I mean, how many times have you logged into your Facebook account or any of these social media platforms and you're like, where do I click? And you like act as a fool in front of your computer or in front of your mobile phone, not knowing what to do. So this is one of the core principle strategy or plan that I need to tell you that you need to keep that in your mind as a small business owner. Once you have this blueprint that I'm going to be sharing with you, then you are going to be able to master any other digital marketing strategy that you can actually think of. The reason why you need to listen to me is because I've used these in many of my clients' work and many of the portfolios that I own on the internet. Okay, and it has worked. It has proved to. It's not but if, it's not but what, but it's proven concept. So I'm going to tell you a plan, a marketing plan that you are supposed to follow, and I'm going to try and explain this in steps that you need to understand. So the ultimate marketing plan has got 6 steps. So the first step is advert, the second step is free opt-in offer, third step is follow up, fourth step is community, business or business referrals, and then the last step is advertising. So I'm going to break down this concept and how you will be able to understand it and how it can fit into your any kind of business, and you can relate exactly to what I need to share with you here. So when we're talking of marketing online, there's so many mediums that a lot of people use when it comes to marketing online. The reason why I use the term advert online, which is the first step, is simply because there's so many ways. There's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's all these other methods, which I'm going to be sharing with you in the next step. So when you do that, the first thing that you need to do, or the first thing that you should always remember, is to refer people to your website. Okay, these are your mandatory actions. When you post an advert about your business on social media, make sure you place a website that goes, when people click on that, they go back to your website. Now, when people go back to your website, when people click, a lot of people clicking on your website, what it means is that they are voting for your website. Okay, say V here, they are voting for your website. Okay, when they, it's more like favor that Google has. So the more the people that are clicking on your website, when someone searches about your service next time on Google, your website is going to show up. And that term in marketing terms is called backlinks. Okay, it's called backlinks. You are going to learn about it if you follow and subscribe to our channels and our blogs. Now, let us look at what is known as now I've said it varies from your business. Now, free opt-in offer is basically you creating a website. It can be any kind of website. But on your website, you need to make sure that you entice visitors with something free that you can actually give. The same way that you go to a supermarket when they say buy one, get one free. Do you really go and buy one and get one free? It might say buy one pair of shoes and get another pair of shoes. When you walk into the supermarket, or when you walk into the shop, rather, you buy the pair of shoes and you get an extra fee, an extra pair of shoes. Guess what happens next? You're going to buy a pair of jeans, you're going to buy a skirt, you're going to buy this and that. then that was a free offer that encouraged you to buy more stuff. You may just walk into a supermarket and then get a pair of shoes and another free and walk away. Do you know what you're going to do when you get home? When you get home, you're going to tell people, you know what? I went to this supermarket, I bought a pair of shoes, and then I was given another free. And then you've just made a recommendation to that business, and your friend is going to go and buy. So as a small business owner, you need to give away for free. Remember, it doesn't have to be a pair of shoes, but it can be something. Let me give you some of the ideas that you can give out for free. Number one, you can give a consultation call for free. Call us for free. For 30 minutes, we're not going to charge you. You can have people join your community, join our Facebook group for free. Okay, that is what is opt-in. You can say download our ebook for free. They give you their contact details and then they download the ebook. There are so many things that you can actually give for free. You can say get a coupon code 10% when you do your first business with us. That's another opt-in offer. Make sure if you have a website which is more of a community, an online brochure, a 5-page website, a directory, an online store, whatever website you have for your business, make sure that there is an opt-in that people get in. Okay. Now, when people opt in, right? When people opt in, make sure you get to the next step, which is called follow up. I want you to think about how many times have you gone into a shop and look at a nice dress and say, I'm going to raise money month end, I am going to come back and buy. And another point, you went to this supermarket, you saw a dress that you want or a suit that you want, and then you went to the second shop to find out if they have a cheaper suit or a more expensive one or a more desirable product. I want you to think of that. In digital marketing, people are doing the same. People come to your business, they ask questions, they go to the next business, they ask questions, they go to the next business, they ask questions. However, what you need to do here, to the guy that we gave a free pair of shoes, we have a t-shirt that we think you may like. When it's Christmas time, send them a message, okay? So follow-ups can be automated, but in Zimbabwe, the technology is there, but not a lot of business owners use it. So we're going to be talking about that in more of our coming videos. So ways of follow-up. One of them is you creating a community. We're talking about a community. We're talking about a Facebook group. We're talking about a Telegram group. We are talking about a WhatsApp group. We are talking about all these platforms that allows you to create a group. Another way of you, again, if you want maybe to create an email list, that would work as well, so that when you have offers, you send out emails. But in this case, the choice is yours. You're going to learn more about the type of community that you may want to create as we go on with these lessons. So now, why a community? The reason why you need to do a community, when I am helping my clients or doing digital marketing strategies, whenever an opt-in comes, I follow up to 7 times. I follow up a customer up to 7 times. They may not know it, but I do follow up. I'm going to give you case studies of the projects that we have spearheaded that followed this method and people bought from us. So what happens is that as part of your follow-up strategy, you can call someone to say, hey, you had a consultation call with us, what's happening? And then the next time you send them a text, they don't reply. The next time you call them, they don't answer. What you then do is that at some point you need to invite them to your community. Once you invite them to your community, they can see engagement of people that are commenting in your community and how your business is growing and something like that. People are watching. You need to understand that posting on social media and all these platforms, don't get worried if people don't subscribe, if you have less views on your, less likes, less views, less whatever, okay? People are watching, and as you grow, if people don't give you referrals, they can give you business. Okay, if they don't give you business, they give you referrals. Just the example, it's people's nature, when they become part of a community, when they learn about a certain product, it's their nature to share with some of their family and friends. So in Zimbabwe, there is a word that is called zino rangu. Deposit no longer simply means that whenever someone refers a client to another business, they want a little bit of a cut. So remember, this person is actually seen your advert, they have gone through the offer, you've done a follow-up on them, they have joined your community, and they are watching you. So these are all steps of following up. If they don't give you business, they're simply in future going to refer somebody. You need to understand that. And then as they give you referrals, what you need to do now is to continue advertising. It's an ongoing thing. It should never ever stop. Think about the big brands like Coca-Cola. When last did you see an advert from Coca-Cola? Probably pretty recently, right? But Coca-Cola is one of the biggest brands. Why not your small business in Zimbabwe? You need to make sure that you continuously advertise. So with that said, let us move forward to the advertising techniques that you may want to incorporate in your small business in Zimbabwe right now. So this is some of the methods that I've actually written down, and I want you to understand exactly what it simply means. Okay, so like I said, if you want to think of advertising your business on the internet in Zimbabwe, there are so many ways and you can get confused, and any of these ways, they actually work. And one thing that you need to understand is that any of these ways, okay, they are professions on their own. There are so many professionals that work within those niches or strategies, and as a business owner, you may not master them at all, but sometimes you may find yourself loving one method than the other. Let us look at some of the methods. So number one, we're looking at YouTube. Okay, we're going to do another lesson on how to strategically position yourself on YouTube. Now, when you post a video on YouTube, which is one of the methods that you can use, you might not post a video on YouTube. I can tell you a lot of strategies that we use in our businesses. If you don't want to focus on YouTube, you can actually find someone who has a YouTube channel, and then they can put a link to your website on their YouTube channel. It could be in the comment section. That's a way of getting traffic. You can get eyeballs to your website. Okay, and people are clicking. Remember, we are talking about the ongoing advertising. Another, book writing. Now, book writing is very effective because there is a lot of people there that read, that don't want to watch a video, but they want to read. You can incorporate that. When you're talking of book writing, someone will be thinking, hey, what are you talking about? You want me to sit down? I'm not a very good writer. I cannot write and things like that. But think about this for a second. You talk about your products every single day. When you're talking about book writing, you can just write a simple book that has got 3 pages, an ebook. Actually, a PDF that is 3 pages, 2 pages, even 1 page that explains your product. Okay? You can even hire someone to just type what you've just said. Okay? And when you write an ebook, you are going to refer people to your website. And we're looking at podcast. Podcasting, it comes in 2 ways. You may think as a business owner, you can start a podcast channel whereby you're interviewing other people depending on your niche. Or you can become a guest on other people's podcasts, other businesses' podcasts. They ask you questions. They ask you a lot about your business. And if you become a guest on other people's podcasts, then you can mention your website. Remember, we are sending people back to website again. We're going to touch base on strategic ways of running podcasts. And then we're looking at events. Probably you attend events or you want to host events. When you meet people, they hand them business cards that has got your website, and you are sending people back to your website. When you're talking of social media, I explained this, that when it comes to social media, you can actually have people click on your link and then go to your website. And then if you have flyers to distribute, okay, make sure this arrow is supposed to be pointing this other way. Make sure that you send to your website. And then there's another strategy which is called microblogging, or I would say answering the public or giving answers in comment section. Okay, This is what it simply means. When you give people comments, a very good example that I can give you is that if you search on the internet and find that there is an appealing article that has been written, when you leave comments, meaningful comments, that's another way of sending people back to your website. And then looking at emails, a lot of people believe that emails don't work in Zimbabwe. Believe you me, you are very wrong. When you're sending out emails to your clients, you can include your website link in your signature. Okay, you can link at the bottom and the viewers are going to be clicking. So when you have all these different places, people clicking on your website, people clicking on your website, like I said, it's actually voting. They're actually voting for your website. Okay, so these strategies, you may not do everything. You may just focus on YouTube, you may just focus on social, but at the same time, they are supposed to be sending traffic to your website. The reason why you need to keep on sending traffic to your website is simply because your website is an asset. You are not just building your website, but you're building an asset that represents your business 24/7. Okay, let me end there. We're going to touch base on some of these small things. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to repeat, in closing, I'm going to repeat the steps so that we can just recap. Number one, we are looking at advertising. Number two, we are saying send people to your website and give them a free offer. Follow up on them. Use different strategic ways that you can learn from anyone else or that you're going to learn from this channel. Create a community within your business niche and keep on posting in that community frequently. We're going to talk about the pros and cons of different communities that you can use and why you should use the other over the other. And we're talking of business referrals, whereby if people don't give you business, they're going to refer their friends, and continuously advertise. With that said, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have learned the strategic methods that you can use to incorporate in your business, and also this is an ultimate plan that we use ourselves in our businesses, and it has actually worked like magic. Do you have any questions for me? Please find the comment section and leave a comment there. I'll be more than happy to assist. Thank you and bye.